Twitter? Oh man, I had to quit that stuff. It was bad as smoking. Worse, really. At least with smoking, I got to get out and look around a bit. I was never a social smoker, more of an antisocial smoker. Smoking was a way for me to get away from people. Head out on the porch, check out stars, what have you. Then one day, a gal I was seeing was watching me smoke, and I guess I tended to take real deep inhales or whatever. And she said, "Wow, Henry, you smoke like you really like it." I said, "Well, yeah, of course I like it. I ain't doing it for the cancer." She didn't really find that funny. We split up shortly there afterwards. But anyways, later on I started thinking, do I like this? And as soon as I asked myself that question, I started noticing things like the taste, which is awful. It's like you're sucking on an old, half burnt out charcoal briquette. And I noticed the way my skin felt too, kind of greasy, clogged up, just nasty, really. And it got to where every time I finished a smoky, I'd say, I ain't ever doing that again. And in the moment, you really believe that. Having temporarily satisfied the physical hankering, you really think that could be your last smoky, if you want it to be. Won't be any problem to not ever do that again. It's so nasty. Oh, well, then about an hour later, start hankering again. Start getting them nick fits. Could be at work, at a party, whatever. Don't matter where you are, really, because an hour has passed, and it is time to smoke a smoky. And maybe you tell yourself, I'm just getting outside to look at the stars. Like I said, I was an antisocial smoker. But of course, it is possible to look at the stars without simultaneously courting a wretched, premature death, i.e., smoking a smoky. People say it relieves stress, and it does, but see, the stress it relieves was created by it. You wouldn't have that stress to relieve if you'd never started smoking in the first place. See? Feels good to scratch an itch. Of course it does. Feels real good. But with smoking, any addiction, I guess, you are scratching the itch with the itch. Be like if you had a bad case of poison ivy on your fanny and you went at it with a branch of poison ivy. Feel real good at first. Oh yeah, scratch your fanny with that branch. But later you'd have even more fanny scratching to do. It could go on for years. Years and years, poison ivy fanny scratching until you finally scratch your fanny clean off or maybe develop a terminal case of fannyzema. Huh? What's that got to do with Twitter? Well, plenty, actually. You got another minute?